Hello everyone, seekers of meaning and mastery. Alex here, and welcome to the channel. We live in an era of unprecedented access to information, technological progress, and seemingly endless opportunities. We are constantly bombarded with advice on how to be more productive, how to earn more, how to be happier. But why, with all these tools for success, do so many of us feel lost, anxious, or simply not mastering our lives? We've learned to manage our devices, our schedules, our projects, but have we truly mastered life? Today, we're going to set aside superficial time management tips. We're going to focus on the essence, 5 fundamental lessons that are necessary to truly master your life in modern times. Our first lesson concerns the main affliction of modernity: prioritization management. Common sense dictates, be productive, do more. But this often leads us to busyness, not results. We get stuck in the trap of the urgent. Life mastery begins with a radical shift in focus from productivity to priorities. The urgent is always a reaction to someone else's demands or sudden events. The important is what directly leads you to your deeper goals and values. If you're constantly putting out fires, you'll never build your own home. A wise person nowadays understands, if something isn't moving you closer to your main goal, it's a distraction, even if it looks like an urgent work task. Every evening, before ending the day, identify 1, or at most 2, important tasks for tomorrow, and protect that time for them as you would for the most crucial meeting on your calendar. The second lesson is absolutely critical in the 21st century: digital hygiene and attention restoration. Our attention is our most valuable currency, and we give it away for free every minute, scrolling through news feeds and notifications. A master of life cannot manage their life if they cannot manage their attention. The modern world monetizes our distraction. If you don't control what you look at, someone else controls what you think about. Wisdom in the modern world is the art of conscious detachment from digital noise. This doesn't mean completely abandoning technology. It means consciously creating boundaries. If your brain is constantly in multitasking mode, it's incapable of deep reflection or creative problem solving. Introduce digital Saturdays or digital hours of silence. Turn off all notifications except the most critical ones. Transform your phone from a dopamine machine into a tool, using it only when you truly need it. Moving on to the third lesson, which concerns our inner world: the emotional regulator. In an age of instant feedback, it's easy to fall into a mode of constant emotional reaction. Anger, fear, envy, they flare up instantly, but their consequences can sabotage our progress for years. Life mastery is about creating space between stimulus and response. It's the space where your freedom of choice lives. Common sense often tells us to vent an emotion. Wisdom teaches us to first understand that emotion. Where did it come from? What need is it trying to fulfill? You cannot control what you feel, but you can control how you act under the influence of those feelings. This is a key difference between being driven by circumstances and being the captain of your ship. Next time you feel strong irritation or anxiety, don't speak immediately. Take 3 slow, deep breaths before doing or saying anything. This small action is enough to switch your brain from reactive mode to response mode. The fourth lesson is about our ability to evolve: mental flexibility and letting go of dogma. We live in a world where information becomes outdated faster than we can absorb it. What was true yesterday may be ineffective today. Wisdom requires us to treat our beliefs as hypotheses, not as immutable laws. Many people feel unhappy because they cling to old narratives. I've always done it this way, it's impossible. This is mental rigidity that blocks growth. Life mastery lies in the willingness to admit, I was wrong, or my old approach no longer works. This readiness to reevaluate yourself and your views is a sign of strength, not weakness. Find someone whose opinion fundamentally differs from yours on an important issue. Instead of arguing, spend 10 minutes sincerely trying to understand the logic of their position. This trains your mental flexibility. Our last, but perhaps deepest, lesson for modern life: finding meaning in routine, transforming the everyday. We often think that the great moments of life are vacations, breakthroughs, or victories. But life consists of thousands of repetitive, routine days. If we don't find meaning in the routine, we won't find it anywhere. Life mastery is alchemy. It's the ability to transform the mundane into the sacred. Washing dishes, commuting to work, checking email, these are not obstacles on the path to meaning, they are the path. Wisdom allows us to see these actions not as boring duties, but as opportunities for practicing mindfulness, gratitude, or service. For example, when preparing food, you are not just satisfying hunger, you are showing care for yourself or your family. Choose one routine task that you dislike. Try to perform it 10% better than usual, or with a completely new intention. Focus on the process, not the outcome. Transform the chore into a ritual. These 5 lessons: priorities, attention, emotional regulator, mental flexibility, and meaning in routine are not a checklist of tasks to simply cross off. They are skills to cultivate every day. Mastering life doesn't mean controlling every aspect of it. It means consciously choosing what you spend your most valuable time and attention on. It means acting from deep understanding, not from automatic reaction. The modern world will continue to demand your haste, your attention, and your reactions. Your task is to refuse the role of being led and to become a master. Create a life that reflects your deepest values, not just the loudest demands. Which of these 5 lessons resonated with you the most today? In which area do you feel ready to move from simply doing to true mastery? Share your thoughts in the comments. If this lesson helped you rethink your approach to life, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep discussions. This has been Alex. See you soon, and may your mastery grow every day.